Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 36 of my Forex trading journey. I hope each and every one of you are having an amazing day so far. And today, we're going to go ahead and trade like we normally do in the market. So, just taking a look, I don't see any opportunities for UK oil, gold versus euro, platinum, gold, LTC, silver. US oil, although we're going to go ahead and change that in just a moment, or Cardano either. But now let's go back to US oil because we're definitely going to go ahead and we're going to change our account right here. So I go to File, I go to Open an Account. I'm going to go to Hugo's Way Demo 3. I'm going to go to New Demo Account. I'm going to put in 100 like I normally do, and do all the agreements and all that. Okay. Then I'm going to click on Finish, and then from here, what I'm going to go ahead and do is we'll delete this account right here. And then I'm going to switch up the strategy a little bit. I'm going to set this at the 1 minute time frame now. And then from here, I'm also going to go ahead and my target is going to be 5 pips. I'm going to put that on there. Now, I'm not going to change the lot size necessarily, so it's saying 0.02. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to put the risk per trade at 0.5. There we go. So this will allow me to make sure that I have for every $100 that's in my account, I'm going to increase the lot size to 0.01. So that's what I'm going to do with US oil. And then in the meantime, as we don't have any trade opportunities as of yet for Cardano, US oil, silver, LTC, gold, platinum, gold versus euro, and UK oil, I'll need to go ahead and wait until an opportunity becomes available. So with that being said, I'm going to wait until an opportunity plays itself out, and then we will be right back when we see one. All right, everybody. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take a buy trade on silver. We can see that the buy arrow has moved on. My arrow has moved to this particular candle right here, and the candle did close with the buy arrow still intact. And just taking a look at what we have right here, we definitely have a a bullish market structure. So again, what that means to us is that we have higher highs, and we definitely have higher lows as well. So we are definitely coming up on that higher low at this particular point. So we will go ahead and we will let that particular trade play out, and we will take it from there. So while we go ahead and we wait for silver to do its thing, I definitely want to come back over to our book that we were talking about, The Miracle Morning by Hal Chase. And so what we were talking about was the last thing we were talking about was how many thoughts that we produce in a day. So the human mind produces about 50, 60,000 thoughts a day. We had talked about that before. And 95% of our thoughts are the same as the ones we thought the day before and the day before that. So a lot of these thoughts, whether positive or negative, whatever you want to call it, these thoughts do come from past experiences, past days, past weeks, where we're ultimately thinking about the same things that are going on in our lives. And no, not to get too specific, but I always think about ways that we can improve our YouTube channel right here. Those are a percentage of the 95% of my thoughts in my brain. Halloween, of course, is coming up, so I'm also thinking about that. Family, thinking about that as well. So again, those are just a few examples of the percentage of the 95% of our thoughts that we're thinking about almost every day. And don't mind me, I'm just going to go ahead and also make sure I've got my eye on. Oh, okay, so we do have a buy candle coming up for US oil, so we're going to take a buy right here. Now, with that being said, once I go ahead and accept the conditions right here, I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to measure out about 50 points right here. So the low point on this candle was about 85.657, which, actually, no, I'm sorry. Yep, 85.657. And I'm going to go ahead and measure out 50 points, which will be about right over here. 85.605, 85.605, 85.605. Okay, perfect. So again, we're gonna have a very small target this time around with US oil, and I'm not necessarily worried because again, now we know that if we're gonna use the trading strategy on oil, especially because it has a high swap fee, I'd rather get into as many opportunities as I can to go ahead and offset the fact that we do have a lot these swap fees are coming in. So we are going to play with a small stop loss because I know that there's going to be a lot of trades coming in anyway. So that is what we're going to be doing for US oil. We already do have the buy arrow moving over to the next candle. So we're going to see what happens here in the next minute. All right, so that candle closed. So I'm going to take another buy trade on US oil. I'm going to take my crosshair tool and I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go to, what is this, 85.640 at 85.639. Move that about 50 pips over and we have 85.589. 85.589. That's perfect. All right. So, and we also have our buy arrow moving over to the next candle. So that is going to take place within the next minute. Just taking a quick look at silver, and we can see that right now we're currently engaged in our silver trade as we speak. So I'm going to go ahead and allow silver to play out. Let me make sure I adjust my time right here so I can track the pip movement. Okay, so that is on its way. So let's go back to US oil right here. Where is it? There we go. All right, put that right there. Perfect. Okay, so this is about to close. So let's get ourselves into another buy trade. And let me take this crosshair tool now, and I'm going to look at the low point right here, which is 85.620. That's about 50 points. Again, we're experimenting right here with a demo account. So again, that's why it's so important to do a demo account, because I can go ahead and I can afford to do something as unique as this particular strategy right here. So do this. 50 points, 85.566, 85.566, 85.566. There we go. Okay. So we'll let that trade play. Now we'll let those three trades play out. So we're in three trades with US oil, three buy trades with US oil, a buy trade with silver. And let me take a look at everything else. Okay, nothing else is showing up for a opportunity. And that's perfect. Okay. Great. So we got our eyes on silver. We got our eyes on US oil. Okay, let's come back now. So we carry stress, fear, and worry from yesterday with us into today. And, I'll give you a small example. Of course, I talked about some very interesting stuff on yesterday's episode, day 35 of the Forex Journey. If you not checked that out, definitely go ahead and check that out. It is a little bit more intense than some of the other days, and of course, that worry of that small, that I don't want to say small, mind you, but that thought of, oh, what are people going to think about what I talked about? Is it was that too much? Was that a little extreme, if you will? At the end of the day, I can't think those thoughts, and those thoughts are, prevalent. They're normal. They're going to happen. They're going to pop up in my mind. But as what I do with my priming ritual, which is, every, at 4:30 a.m., when I wake up, I go ahead and I work on taking time to, excuse me, I take time to go ahead and I go into my ritual of making sure that I listen to my 20-minute recording. We talked about it, the 20-minute recording that gives me my positive affirmations for the day. In fact, what I started doing again that I thought was really important was I went to bed yesterday, and I usually have some of these tracks, these things that I listen to when I go to sleep. And, because of what I had talked about yesterday, and again, I'm comfortable sharing it, but I also know that we really don't need to be making that a prevalent subject. So there's no need for me to bring that up again for a little bit now. But the matter of the fact is, because I made a commitment to stop doing those things, this allowed me to really focus on some other things that were really important, which was that guided meditation that I used for my when I go to sleep, and that actually did help a little bit in terms of my calming down my thoughts. And so those are just little quick fixes that I recommend everybody do, because that, again, that helps calm the mind. It helps your mind get into a more relaxed state so that you can go ahead and focus on trading a little bit more, when it comes to your schedule. Again, you may not follow necessarily my schedule where I'm waking up at 5 in the morning and trading until about 10 in the morning, but whatever your schedule is, it is most definitely going to help you to start doing some rituals that will help cleanse those thoughts for you. When presented with opportunities, we quickly check our rearview mirror to access our past capabilities. And see, that is another concept that I've learned from Dean Graziosi, is in order to get next level results, we must go ahead and produce next level thoughts, which produce next level feelings, which produce next level capabilities, which produce next level actions to get the aforementioned next level results. When presented with adversity, we go back to our trusty rearview mirror for guidance on how to respond. And normally, because the mirror says, oh, you failed in this particular, now, again, this is before you start to adopt when failure is not the end, but more so a new beginning with the information that you didn't know back then, now. Before that time, a lot of opportunities scared the ever living shit out of me, because I go back to my rear view mirror, I go back to what happened in the past, and I realized that a lot of that stuff didn't work for me, which was, whether it was a new opportunity presented to me, and I do have some more content on that new opportunity that I might be posting later. Again, not the big topic for right now, but just to keep in mind that in my past self, I would not have accepted those opportunities because I would have been scared. I would not have been comfortable looking at this opportunity and seeing the benefit of getting in, going back to my past failures. And so that would have been a situation where those past failures would have held me back. But now I know better than that, and I know how important it is to go ahead and to take those opportunities. And so what I would present to you is, even, and I'll even go back to the example of, if we don't even want to talk about just going for an opportunity, let's talk about something as basic as, and I've talked about this example before, but asking somebody out who I would consider attractive, whether that is a female for the guys out there, a male for the guys out there. I know that I go back to my rear view mirror situations in high school where I tried that approach. It ultimately fell apart in my face, mainly because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, right? Of course, when you do something for the first time, you don't know what the hell you're doing. And because of that experience, my safety net, my comfortable net, told me, listen, you can't do that anymore. Don't try this stuff, right? Don't try to ask anybody out again. So now I've gotten through that phase of my life, and now I embrace getting rejected so that I can still go ahead and get out of my comfort zone more and more and more. One thing I'm forever grateful for that Gobi Trade House taught me was how to go ahead and ask for the sale, because I hated sales. I never liked sales before. However, what Gobi Trade House taught me was that I can go ahead and make a sale for a particular product, because I went ahead and I practiced that form of repetition, because I did not allow the rear view mirror to go ahead and attack me and say, Jordan, you can't do this. And so if we are to move beyond our past and transcend our limitations, you must stop living out of your rearview mirror and stop imagining a life of limitless possibilities. I mean, I already covered that with my story right there, but that is true. If we do want to get out of our own way, if we do want to allow ourselves to grow as traders, as bigger people, because it's very easy for me, the fact that I've already blown a couple accounts on here, the fact that I've lost money in this game, it is very easy for me to say, okay, I'm going to hang out. I am going to hang up the towel. I cannot do this anymore. And by doing that, that would only allow me to not understand the possibilities that are here in the Forex trading market. So it is important in a sense to understand that it is important to go through this journey, understand there's going to be pain, not pain in the sense of physical harm, but pain in the sense of you need to grow into the trader that you desire and that you're destined to become by taking these short-term setbacks, these short-term potholes that you're going to encounter, and turn them into your strength for what is to come for you. Accept the paradigm, my past does not equal my future. Because past results are never indicative of future results. Yes, that is a disclaimer, but if you think about it between the lines, right? If you think about it between the lines, your past, whatever your past is not my past. We come from different backgrounds, right? But the idea behind that is your past, whatever that is not going to, it's not going to, what's the word I'm looking for? It will never be a representation of who you actually are. You have so much to give to this world. You have so much talent within you that you cannot allow the past, or you cannot allow influences that are outside of you to dictate specifically what your value is. And trust me, I say this because I know what that's like, to let the world tell you what your value is. It's a very awful feeling. It's a very disgusting feeling, if I had to be completely honest. And so now I know that whatever the past thoughts, actions, whatever energy out there is coming to me for, I don't necessarily care. I don't allow myself to get caught up in that particular nonsense, because it does not serve me, and nor should it serve you as we move forward. Talk to yourself in a way that inspires confidence. That not only, okay, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just close these trades. Okay, so we just paid 3% on US oil. So right there, we just started our first trade with our new strategy, and very good so far. You know, I'm very glad that worked out for us, and we're gonna go ahead and just kind of wait for our next opportunity right there. Currently nothing on platinum. Currently nothing on gold versus euro. Nothing. Oh, let me do that again. Nothing on UK oil. Let me do this. I'm going to go to properties, and I'm going to put this on the right lower chart corner. Okay, perfect. We've got gold versus euro. We've got gold versus USD, nothing, 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 nothing. LTC, nothing. And Cardano, nothing. But we all do have silver right here that we are working on. So silver is really the only thing. And of course, we've got US oil in the mix of things as well. So let me go back to my last point here. Talk to yourself in a way that inspires confidence that not only is anything possible, but you are capable and committed to making it so. So I tell myself, and I write myself every day. And I know I want to go ahead and do a video about this and how come it's very important to me, but journaling, telling myself, writing to myself. When I write, it's almost as if I say to myself, I'm talking to myself saying, I am a world-changing emperor. I am a 10, 11, 12 counting figure earner. I am a global network. I am the top podcaster in the world. I am the top Forex coach in the world. By talking to myself in that manner, that inspires confidence. It inspires the fact that no matter what happens in my journey, this is my destiny. And nothing, no one, not even my thoughts that I would consider negative, are going to stop me from achieving this goal. And by having that particular frame of mindset, what that does for you is it allows you to stretch yourself out and understand that no matter what you're going through, you will make it to the end. And again, this is just how I talk to myself. I know that everybody's visions is different, and that's absolutely perfect. However, the main point being is that you have to talk to yourself in a way that you're done with devaluing yourself because the world told you to devalue yourself. That's a load of bullshit. Pardon my French. But it is true. You can't let the world tell you what you're not. You cannot let the world does not have permission to tell you who you're supposed to be. Only you can give yourself that permission. It's not even necessary to believe it at first. When I first started doing my journaling, which was, if I remember correctly, back in July of 2021, my brain at the time did not allow me to go ahead and say all these things I was saying about myself. I couldn't believe that stuff. I didn't. I was like, okay, this is cool. What is there? I was of the mindset of believe it when I see it approach. But then as I started to repeat the process, they say that repetition is the mother of mastery. Repetition is the mother of skill, which, by the way, is how come I also trade daily, Monday to Friday from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. because I put myself into a routine where I can go ahead and master the skill of Forex trading. But as you start to do it more and more and more and more, then those thoughts, regardless of the reality that's before you, those thoughts become a permeating piece of your mind. In fact, you probably won't believe it. You might find it uncomfortable and that you resist doing it. Repeat it to yourself anyway, and your subconscious will begin to absorb the positive self-affirmations. And so, yes, that's exactly how come I journal every day, because I know how important it is to keep those affirmations in my brain. I also repeat the same tracks. I had that 20-minute, I tell everybody about the 20-minute track that I listen to before we trade. And then there's about a 10, 11 minute track that I listen to after my recording sessions, because I know by repeating those daily, those are the only permeating thoughts that I want in my brain, and I want nothing else to get in the way of that, regardless of the reality and regardless of the situation. Because again, I go back to what we had just talked about. Those next level thoughts that are permeating in my brain are going to help me take those next level feelings that are now rooted into me because of those thoughts that are now going to turn into next level capabilities, because I have the thoughts and the feelings that are in my brain that are then going to be allowing me to take these next level actions because of the new capabilities I gained based on the feelings that I had, based on the mind, the thoughts that are in my mind at the moment. And then that will help me produce the next level results that are based on the next level actions, that are based on the next level feelings, that are based on the thoughts that are in my mind. I know that was a lot for a second, but to make a long story short, what the results I want are directly based on what's going on in my mind with everything else in between. Don't place unnecessary limitations of what you want for your life. Think bigger than you've allowed yourself to think up until this point. Get clear on what you truly want and on yourself. And I'm sorry. This is why I wrote these notes down, and I'm just realizing to myself, ooh, so I got some bad handwriting. Get clear on what you truly want. Condition yourself to the belief that it's possible by focusing on and affirming it every day, and to consistently move in the direction of your vision until it becomes your reality. See, I know I'm not blind to the fact, if I take the rose-colored glasses off, I am not naive to the fact that technically I'm not a 10, 11, 12 counting figure earner. However, if I say that if I base what I want based on reality, I'm never getting anywhere. So I take the directions each and every day towards the path, because again, you don't need to do this overnight. Kaizen, one step at a time. But I get myself to the point where I am the world changing emperor. I get to the point where I am the 10, 11, 12 counting figure earner. I get to the point where I am the global network. I get to the point where I am the top podcaster in the world. I get to the point where I am the top Forex coach in the world. I get to all those things regardless of how long it takes, because I consistently move in the direction where the vision that I have for myself and the world becomes my reality. There is nothing to fear, because you cannot fail. Only learn, grow, and become better than you've ever been before. Basically, what I've been talking about. Failure is not the end. Failure is not something to get down yourself at. Failure is not, oh, this happened, that's it, I can never do this again. No, failure is not the end. It is just a new beginning with the information that you have known back then, you know now. You are a result of who you were, but where you go depends entirely on who you choose to be from this moment on. So yes, all the stuff that's happened during this journey, yes, it's recorded, documented, it's out into the YouTube world. That can never change. You can never change the past. That is absolutely 100% true. However, we don't focus on the past. We focus on what's going on in the present, in the here and now. And ultimately, we go towards the vision, the direction that we choose who we desire to be. Again, I will say this again. Life is about choices. The biggest moments in your life, you're going to make a choice one way or another. Even indecision is what we consider a choice. And throughout that, I envision for each and every one of you that are listening into the channel, the podcast, the episode, I do hope from this moment on you choose to become the best version of yourself, whatever that may be for you. Again, I don't have your vision, I don't have your glasses, but I do know. But what I do know this. You do have a higher version of yourself. You have a beautiful version of yourself that is waiting for you to be that person. And I pray, I put it out into the universe that you do become that person that you are wanting to be. Let's talk about lack of purpose. The average person can't articulate their life purpose, the compelling why that drives them to wake up every day and do whatever it takes to fulfill their mission in life. See, my purpose is very, I like to call it simple. I do this YouTube channel to educate people about Forex, teach people what I'm doing in Forex, and training people on what I do in Forex. because I know how valuable the skill is to make money in a $6.6 trillion market. And I know how important it is not only for everyone that's watching, but myself to do well because, hey, then I make money too. But then it becomes a little bit bigger than that because I know that I'm just one person and I desire to change this world for the better and become this benevolent investor that fuels other people's passions through my infinite resources. Again, you might think that that is something rehearsed, scripted. No, I actually don't have any script notes for that, but that goes back to my journaling and who I truly want to be and desire to become. More to the point, I know that I cannot do everything all at once. I am just one person and one person can't do it alone. But however, I can be the crazy guy that leads by example and does the stuff that I'm doing in order to be successful. And if I have an army of people who are able to take this mark or able to also conquer the market, and again, I don't know what's in your vision, your perspective, so I don't know where you're coming from. But if I'm able to have more and more and more people be able to master this skill of conquering the $6.6 trillion market, then yes, the whole world can change. And instead of, poverty and suffering, we have then the ability to help and bless a lot of people that need a lot of help and a lot of blessings. No, I'm grateful to be where I'm at right now because I know deep down that a lot of people out there have it a lot worse than I do. Take life one day at a time and has no higher purpose beyond merely surviving. That's a lot of people that are out there. Most people just focus on getting through the day, taking the path of least resistance, and pursuing short-term, short-lived pleasures along the way while avoiding any pain or discomfort that might cause them to grow. And, again, it's very easy to say that, but there is a lot of what I like to call complexity that doesn't make that a whole lot easy. Yet again, that goes back to my purpose of if I can indeed light a path and show a way and be able to help a lot of people who need a lot of help at this particular moment in time, then this journey, even if I am the first and the only person to do this, is well worth it for me. Again, no matter how long it takes, we're on day 36. No matter how long it takes, for me, the true blessing in this journey, the true gratitude that I am receiving is that someone out there is watching this and is getting something from this. I don't know how that piece of information is being used by you, but as long as I understand the what, you're getting that piece of information, the why, you're taking that and help growing your skills and understanding that you can open your mind to this market so that you can change your financial destiny, then that's all I need. The secret to overcoming mediocrity: live a life of purpose. You can have more than one life purpose. And think about it like this, this is just the beginning of the beginning of the being, as a wise man told me. And for me, I know that Forex trading is the main primary, as I have talked about before, is the main thing that we're going to be focusing on this channel. But there are other things that we can do with the profits we receive from Forex trading, other opportunities that are out there, other services, other things that I can be called upon to do. So, yes, this is what I'm called upon to do right now, and this is what I'll mainly focus on, but there'll be other focuses that I understand will be coming along the way as well. It could be anything that resonates with and inspires you to wake up every day and live in alignment with your purpose. So how do I live with this purpose? Well, I get up at 4:30 in the morning, as painful as uncomfortable as that does sound, and I do my meditations. and Monday through Friday, I come here and we record and we do the trading. Saturday and Sunday, I'm focusing on other things that might be helpful. I definitely journal. I continue my education. I may come up with a new idea for the channel or just something in general. Or I might also live my purpose out by spending time with the people that I love. That's true. That's true freedom in a sense to me. And that's what I inspire to do. I know that freedom is important. As far as anyone else that's out there, I don't know if that is the thing that gets you going, but for a lot of us, freedom is. But whatever it is that inspires you and calls you to wake up at a certain in a day and take certain actions towards that purpose, that is the thing that you want most to desire for. You could change your life purpose at any time. For that right there, I remember the story of when I first started podcasting, April 2020. I was going to talk about music, movies, sports, entertainment, all that good and all of that. Then my purpose changed to in November 2020. I wanted to strictly just become a Forex trader and make money just by myself. Then my life purpose changed a little bit more because I now wanted to, in September of 2021, I wanted to make a podcast that encouraged entrepreneurism, and I brought other entrepreneurs and I wanted them to tell their story. Now, coming into September 2022, I wanted to teach Forex trading. I wanted to give people a added perspective of how come this is important. Oh, but I think I missed that opportunity with US oil. That's all right. We'll get the next one. But the point being that we do have a opportunity coming in for LTC USD in the next 10 minutes. So I'm just going to move that up here. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anything else. All right, cool. But then if you think about it, but going back to my story, so September 2022, when this podcast was then launched, the main purpose of this podcast was to trade Forex, coach, bring up some amazing people that I know and that I continue to know and develop, or not develop, but develop my network in a sense, bring them on, tell their story, bring some wise nuggets. So very much similar to what I was doing with my last podcast, the Go Be Yourself podcast, but now more directed at have them tell their story and really make sure that they tell a story, a teachable moment, a lesson that each and every one of us can have, and then an action that we can do in order for all of us to move forward in the right direction as a collective. As you grow and evolve, so will your purpose. Choose a purpose and start living by it now. It could be anything. Again, April 1st of 2020, I just, my purpose at that point was a podcaster. I started there. I worked on it. Then other things transpired up until Halloween of that year, where then the purpose evolved into I desired to be a Forex trader. Then I did that for a little bit. Then my purpose evolved in September of 2021, where I did my second podcast, the Go Be Yourself podcast. Then that purpose evolved into what we're doing right now, which is strictly Forex trading, coaching, interviewing, and there'll probably be other things that are happening on this channel as well. In fact, I can guarantee there are other things happening because I do want to talk about spirituality as well. You may have saw that yesterday I posted a short little video about what I'm doing with my relationship analysis, taking a deep dive into my relationships. If you haven't checked that out, it's just a very quick 1 minute thing where you see some of the things I'm being taught by this absolutely amazing spiritual teacher that I'm working with, Nadia, Cards of Astrology. Definitely recommend checking out her Instagram channel. But more to the point, excuse me, more to the point, the idea is that I am wanting to pursue spirituality. I want to educate myself in spirituality, and I'd like to also teach that to everybody on here as well. But again, not in a sense of that's going to be the main thing. The main thing is what we're doing right here. The priority is indeed the Forex trading, but branching out into all these other directions for me is something that is definitely valuable to me as well. Become the best version of ourselves. You've heard that time and time again. I'm not the only one to talk about this, but it is true. If we want the best things in life, we must become the best version of ourselves in order to desire the things that we truly want in this life. Focus on growing and being the best you can be, pursuing your dreams and inspiring others to do the same. That's your purpose. And look, I'm not going to pat myself on the back and saying that, hey, great job, you're inspiring people, because I know that for me, that's not what I care about. I do care about the impact, but I don't care about the statistics. I don't care about measuring myself to how many people. I'm going to take a buy trade in US oil, by the way. I don't care about how many people I ultimately reach. I just care about the people that I do reach are getting a value from what I am teaching. Bear with me. I'm just going to go ahead and, okay, so that's 85.600, 85.600. 85.600. By the way, we do have another buy arrow right there, so I'm going to keep that in mind. So 85, excuse me, 85.600 is the target. I got a new buy arrow that's showing up, and that's going to close in the next 12 seconds. Also looking at silver as well, LTC as well. But we do have that buy arrow right there, so I want to make sure I focus on that, and that is closing. So let me do this. So the low point right here, the low point was 85.631. Let's move that about 50 points downward, and that's 85.579, 85.579, 85.579, 85.57. There we go. Fine. Okay. So that's there. But yeah, so that basically to move forward in what we're doing here. So let's come back to Forex trading. Ultimately, the goal of this is to not just trade, grow money. I've said this before, not just trade, not just grow our accounts, but also we're really learning a little bit more about ourselves, how we act, how we not act, but what we were when we started, and how through this journey we're able to go ahead and grow together. And so I say that and just say that to those that are still on this particular journey with me, I'm grateful that you're here for the ride. And I'm also grateful that you and I are going to do absolutely amazing things together. All right, everybody. So I am going to go ahead and place a buy trade on LTC USD. So let's go ahead and let's do that. We have a buy arrow that closed that has the buy arrow still intact. And again, we're definitely on a very nice uptrend for LTC. So I'm not surprised we got that buy opportunity. As far as silver is concerned, we're still in that trade. We're still in those oil trades. So we're definitely going to keep an eye out on oil specifically. And then other than that, right now we are moving in the right direction on oil. We've got platinum, no opportunities, UK oil, no opportunities, gold versus euro, no opportunities, and gold versus USD, no opportunities, and Cardano, no opportunities as of yet. So we're going to keep our eye on all these pairs. In fact, I'm just taking a look here now. You may have noticed that the red lines had moved. That's because I did make a bit of a trailing stop loss right here. Oh, okay. So this is what we're going to do. So that's it. We're done with oil. We did win that trade right there. So we're going to go ahead and collect those those winnings. I'm going to delete those lines, and we're going to move on to our next opportunity when US oil again wants to present itself in that way. Other than that, so we do have LTC USD once again. We're going to be waiting on that opportunity to present itself. Or I'm sorry, we're going to wait until the trade plays out. What am I saying? And then silver versus USD, we're waiting for, or we're still in that trade as well. So with that being said, we're going to wait for our next opportunity. And once I have that, I will definitely let you guys know. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and take a buy trade again on US oil. These are going to be a little bit quicker than what we're accustomed to, just because we are on that 1 minute time frame now. I am going to put a line right here, 85 point first. Okay, so 85.716. Our low was, did I do that right? 85.701. Let's try that again. 85.647, 85.647, 85.647. Right here's fine. We do have another buy arrow coming in on this candle right here. So as long as that 1 minute candle closes with the buy arrow still intact, we are, oh, okay. So I'm going to take a sell trade right here. Because we did see that price did cross below that line, and we do see that the buy arrow has disappeared. So that's it. Yes, we are going to take losses in this strategy. Everyone know, we've seen that time and time again. So no worries. We will just go ahead and we would allow men to wait for the next opportunity. Right now, we're waiting on LTC, and we're also waiting on silver to do its thing. So we're going to put a pause on US oil for the moment. And then as far as everything else is concerned, I do not have a trade opportunity on those as yet. Oh, we do have Cardano coming into the fray now. So I'm going to move Cardano up just a little bit. We do want to wait those 8 minutes after the 15-minute candle closes to make sure we could still get into that opportunity. But we have silver versus USD, we've got LTC USD, and we've got Cardano ready for the opportunity. US oil, we're no longer concerned with US oil, so we're going to go ahead and wait for the next opportunity on that when it becomes available. So with that being said, I'm going to be monitoring these 3 pairs right here for the next 8 minutes, and then when I have a update for you guys, I will let you know. All right, everybody, I am going to go ahead and take another buy trade on silver. We did see that the buy arrow moved over to this particular candle right over here. It did close with the buy arrow still intact, so that definitely tells me we're still in a uptrend. So I am going to take that buy for silver, and we're going to go ahead and let those 2 silver buy trades play out. I'm going to take another buy for LTC USD. Same thing. Buy arrow moved over to this candle. Did close with the buy arrow still intact. So that is indicative still that we're in a uptrend. I'm also going to take a buy on Cardano. So we have a buy on Cardano. Nothing on US oil for right now. Nothing on platinum. Nothing on UK oil. Nothing on gold versus euro. Nothing on gold versus USD either. So currently, we do have a buy trade on Cardano, 2 buy trades on LTC USD, and 2 buy trades on silver as well. So I'll let those trades play out. And when I have a further update for you guys, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody. So I am back at it. So we do have a buy opportunity that is lining up for US oil. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to move the our target right here. So our low point is at 85.878. Let's bring 50 points to that, and that is going to bring us to about 85.822, 85.822, 85.822, 85.822. There we go. I'll leave it right there. Cardano, we are still in Cardano. We are still in silver. I'm sorry, this is silver, LTC, Cardano, and US oil as of right now. Our buyer did move over to the next candle, so we're going to go ahead and allow time to pass before we get ourselves into that opportunity. So we're just waiting on that to transpire. So let me take a look at the time right here. Okay, beautiful. And then this should be ready to go. So let's make another buy right here. And then I'm going to place this guy. So the low point would have been at 85.861. And that is going to be 85.807, 85.807, 85.807. There we go. Perfect. Great. So I got two buy trades going on with US oil at the moment. So that is absolutely perfect. We've got, again, Cardano, right? So we got two buy trades with oil. We actually do have our buy candle moving over to the next candle. So we'll see what happens right there. Oh, it looks like it is almost about to do something. Let me take a look. Okay. The low point is 85.826, but our line is 85.822. So we're still good on that trade. We still got a buy trade that's about to take place. Just gotta wait till it close. Okay. Another buy trade right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this arrow right here. So this arrow, the low point was 85.826. So I moved that down 50 points down. And that gets us to about 85.773, 85.773, 85.773. There we go. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. 85.773. Okay, there we go. So we lit that. So we got now three buy trades for US oil. We've got our Cardano still going, LTC still going, and silver still going. And then US oil is right here. So we are in those trades right here. And again, nothing for gold, nothing for UK oil, nothing for platinum, nothing for gold versus euro. We still got three buy trades for oil. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and allow these trades to play out. And when I have a further update for you guys, I will let you know. Okay, so I'm going to take another buy trade on silver. We had our buy arrow move over to this candle right here. That buy arrow still is intact. The uptrend is still intact. We do have our next buy arrow at this particular candle right here. So we are going to wait to see what happens within the next 13 minutes. Just checking on US oil, everybody. So, okay, that's where that is right there. We did move our red lines, by the way, because the trades that we were at, they moved up 100 pips. So, I'm sorry, 10 pips, 100 points. So I moved the our stop loss, I moved our lines up there, which I will consider our trailing stop losses. We moved those about 10 points, and I'll talk about that. I'll make sure that we cover exactly what that means here on a later video, because I definitely want to make sure we get all that information out there. But no, that's exactly what I'm doing. Just moved our lines up a little bit because our trades moved up a little bit. Other than that, I'm going to place a buy trade on Cardano because, again, our down arrow move, our buy arrow moved over to the next candle. That candle closed within that 15-minute span. So that buy trend is still intact. Same thing with LTC. I'm going to place a buy trade right here because, again, our buy arrow is intact. So I want to make sure that we go ahead and we get into that trade. So we got three trades for LTC. We've got three trades going on for silver. We've got two trades for Cardano, I believe. And then we've also got three trades for US oil that are taking place as well. I just want to take a look to see where we are at. Okay, we're not at 200 yet. Okay, perfect. So in that particular case, I'm going to go ahead and allow these trades to play out. I've got nothing for gold versus euro, nothing for platinum, nothing for UK oil, nor anything for gold versus USD as of yet. So I'll be monitoring these particular trades, and when I have an update for you guys, I will let you know. Okay, everybody. So I'm going to place a sell trade. I'm going to take our first trade off the table. We've got our low point here at 86.015. So I'm not going to worry about the last two trades that we have here remaining, but I have closed one of my trades that we were in before. So I'm going to wait for the other trades to play out. As far as everything else is concerned, we're still with the silver at the moment. We're waiting for 5 minutes for that candle close before we take another buy trade on silver. 5 minutes before we take another buy trade in LTC USD, and then for Cardano, we're still in those two trades. And then, okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to close both those two out. So because we did go ahead and get out of that trade. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have gone ahead and we've closed the two remaining buy trades that we were in for U.S. oil. So now we're going to go ahead and wait to see what happens with this next buy arrow coming in. We want to make sure that we allow that buy arrow to still remain intact for us. So we're allowing that to play out, and then we'll go into another buy trade here within the next 8 seconds, as long as that candle closes with the buy arrow intact, which it will do that. So we'll get into another buy trade. I'll place this guy. So the low is at 85.942. Put 50 points right here, and that will be at 85.892. Let's do that. 85.892. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got that. The buy arrow did move over to the next candle, so I definitely want to see what happens here. Again, we got about 25 seconds before that is ready. Again, just taking a look at everything else. All the other buy arrows are still intact for us. Just waiting to see what oil does here with the next 15 seconds. And I don't have anything for these other pairs as of yet. So we'll play that out when we as we need. Let's put the time right here. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to place another buy here. And then that arrow right there will be at, so that's 85.936. So I'll move that 50 points down. Then that will be at 85.884. 85.884 will be right here. Okay, perfect. So this is what we have so far for U.S. oil. We're now in 2 open buy trades. So again, just to recap, we did close some of these buy trades that we had previously because the price did hit our trailing stop loss line. So we went ahead and we closed that out. We've got 2 more buy trades on the way, and we will take it from there. And then again, I am waiting on LTC. We got 2 minutes before that 15-minute candle close, and silver USD, we have 15 minutes before that candle close as well. So with that being said, we also have 2 buy trades coming in for US oil. So yeah, with the 1-minute strategy, that means more opportunities for us. But because I know how US oil is seeming to work in terms of spread and everything, while we have opportunities, we also do want to be careful with where we are placing our trades, how we're placing our trades. So I do want to make sure that we're moving forward in the right direction on that. So this is what I have for everybody so far on these particular pairs. When I have an update for everyone on these pairs, I will let you guys know. All right, everybody. So I'm going to place a buy trade right here. I'm actually going to place 2 sell trades as well because price did hit our bottom point right here. In fact, let me actually go ahead and check to see where we're at currently. Oh, okay, so I'm going to place a sell right here. Okay. Okay, now the arrow has just disappeared. So we are done with US oil at the moment. So we had a couple of winning trades. We also had a couple of losing trades as well. That's absolutely perfect. No worries on that. We'll still go ahead and still have opportunities right here. And knowing what we can go ahead and do with this particular pair, we just got to go ahead and wait for the right opportunity. Cardano, we don't have anything to do there. LTC, I'm going to place another buy trade as well because our buy arrow moved over to the next candle, and that did close with the buy arrow intact, so that is perfect. And then silver, I'm also going to place another buy trade right there as well. So I've got 4 buy trades on silver. I've got 4 buy, I think 4 or 5. I believe 4 buy trades on LTC USD. I've got 2 trades on Cardano. We're done with oil for at the moment. Gold versus euro, nothing there. We do have a buy opportunity coming up for platinum. So I am definitely going to keep my eyes on that. I do need to wait about 13 minutes before that candle closes in order to take that opportunity. US oil, we're still waiting for something. Gold versus euro, nothing there. UK oil, nothing there. And gold versus USD, nothing there as well. So we've got a potential opportunity with platinum. two buy trades with it's Cardano, 4 buy trades with LTC USD, and 4 buy trades with silver as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and keep everyone updated on what goes on here. And when I have that further update for everyone, I will let you guys know. All right, everybody. So I'm back at it. So let me just take a look here. I'm going to go ahead and place a buy trade right here for USL. We did get a buy arrow that closed just a minute ago. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves into that trade. I'm going to place just do this, just give me a second right here. We're going to place a buy right here. So that will be, the point will be 85.811. So let's do that. 85. Thank you. Okay. So that would be, all right. Oh, right. Okay. That would be 85. Let me make sure I do that right. 85.86362. Okay. So that would be 85.812. 85.812. So let's do that. 85.812. Perfect. Okay. So we're in a buy trade for oil. Let me do this. Okay. Awesome. So we are allowing that particular trade to play out as we speak, other than, oh, wow, that thing is going up there. That thing is going up there. Okay, so now let me see right here. So this was the point that we want to get in. So that is going to be about a 200-point increase. So I'm going to place this trailing stop at 200 points. That'd be 86.014, 86.014. Let's place that right there. Okay, cool. So we've got that done. So other than that, I'm just taking a look at everything else. We do have the buy arrow still for platinum, buy arrow. We're still waiting on 2 trades for the buy opportunity for Cardano. We still have about 4 opportunities, and we have a pending new trade opportunity for LTC USD, as long as that candle closed within the next 2 minutes. We also have the same thing for silver. Again, we're just waiting for that close in the next 2 minutes. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and monitor these particular trades. And in fact, let's see where that closed. How many points was that? Okay, only 2. Okay. So with that particular case, I'm going to go ahead and monitor these trades. And when I have an update for you guys, I will let you know. Okay, everybody. So I am going to place a sell right here. We're going to close the oil trade right here. So we're done with oil for right now. We're going to wait for our next opportunity to go ahead and get into oil. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and place my next buy trade on LTC USD. So I believe that's 5 LTC trades that we're in currently. Again, the buy arrow has moved over to the next candle. So we're going to go ahead and get into that trade. We also are going to get into another silver trade, and just make sure that we're able to get in there. The buy arrow has moved over to the next candle. In fact, we do see that there is okay, I'm going to close that trade because we just gained 30 pips on that trade. And then I'm going to see what else happens right here. Okay, close that trade right there and get 30 pips in profit. So we've got 2 winning trades for silver as well. So very, very happy with that progress. And then, we got a couple of trades with LTC, a couple of trades with Cardano. Oh, and I want to get into a buy trade with Platinum as well. So with that being said, that is our lineup right here. We got out of our oil trade, and we could see that price has indeed increased. So that is a little bit unfortunate, but that is okay. We'll move on with the next opportunity. For platinum, we're going to go ahead and wait for platinum to do its thing. We're in a buy trade for platinum. We are in a couple of buy trades with Cardano, a couple of buy trades with LTC USD, and we're also in a couple of buy trades with silver as well. Let's see, gold versus euro, I don't have anything. UK oil, I do not have anything. And gold, I do not have anything as well. So I'll be monitoring these particular trades. And guys, once I have a opportunity, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody. So we are back at it, and I do have a few updates that I need to go ahead and go over with each and every one of you. Cardano, we ultimately did take a loss on that, so we've zeroed out those trades right there. So that's okay. We'll be looking forward to the next opportunity. Silver has gone ahead and climbed back up. I ultimately took a trade on this particular pair, and I'll show you guys. I ultimately did take another trade while we were away, and I ultimately closed out in about 4 minutes with 30 pips in profit. So that was pretty awesome. I was unfortunate I wasn't able to record that, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and we will move forward. And right now we are waiting for some other trades from silver to close with profit as well. With the LTC, we're still waiting on some trades right there to take place and move forward. Platinum, we're moving forward in the right direction on that. And then oil, waiting for some opportunities there. Cardano, once again, we did not have anything on that, or we did lose some trades on Cardano with the gold versus euro. We're waiting for trade opportunities right there. For UK oil, waiting for trade opportunities, and for gold versus USD, we're waiting for trade opportunities as well. So that's where we are at this particular moment. Again, we're waiting for those opportunities to indeed come to us. And once I have a further update on exactly what we're going to go ahead and do next, I will definitely let you guys know. All right, everybody. So I am back. We do see that we have a buy arrow coming in for US oil. So I'm going to be looking at to take that particular trade. We do have still in silver, still in LTC for the buy, although we have a buy opportunity coming up in the next 5 minutes. Now I'm going to take this buy trade for US oil. I'm going to take my crosshair tool and I'm going to look at the low point, which is 86.111. Put that all the way down to about 50. So that's 86.060. So let's do that. 86.060. So we got that underway. There we go. Okay. So I'll leave that right there so that the trade can go ahead and play out. We do have about 30 seconds before the 15-minute candle closes on LTC. So I'm going to be looking to take a buy trade right there in the next 30 seconds. Platinum is still doing its thing. Oil, and then just take a look at everything else. Cardano, nothing. I've got nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on UK oil, and nothing on gold versus USD as of yet. So with that being said, we're allowing this particular trade to indeed play out here. I will go ahead and place a buy on LTC. So we got another trade going for LTC. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 6 buy trades going on for LTC USD at the moment. So we currently have silver doing its thing, LTC again doing its thing, platinum doing its thing. We've got US oil doing its thing as well. So we're going to see exactly what happens here. And when I have a further update for you guys, I will let you know. Okay, everybody. So I just went ahead and closed a buy trade for silver that went above 30 pips in profit. So we won another trade with silver. Right now, we're still on platinum, concentrating on that. Oil is doing its thing, so I'm allowing oil to do its thing as well. And again, I got nothing on Cardano, nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on UK oil, and nothing on gold versus USD. I know that I sound like a broken record sometimes, but it's just amazing how many opportunities we're getting right now. It is also very powerful that we are starting to move a little bit faster with our trading. Again, I know if this is overwhelming, I do want you to know that you can always go ahead and make sure that you're going at your own pace. If you cannot, don't try to, and I say this with love, right? Don't try to go as fast as me if you don't feel like you can. Please make sure that you're going at your own pace because again, we all are doing this day by day. This took me about really 30 something days in order to feel confident in moving in this fast direction. So if you do need to go back to the previous days, or if you just want to make sure you're concentrating on one pair, please go ahead and please do that. I'm going to close a trade right now for platinum. We hit the 30 pip mark with platinum right there. So we're going to close that out. And that is now zero margin out. So we'll allow that platinum to move forward. Currently still on silver. Currently still, well, where's oil? Where's oil? There's oil. So we're currently still in oil at this particular time. And we see that we are moving ahead with oil. So that's the update I have for oil. Again, we are moving forward with silver. We actually just closed the trade out a little bit earlier, so we're moving forward in the right direction as we speak. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and allow these particular trades to, again, indeed play out. Just make sure that we're moving forward in the right direction. And as soon as I have a update for everybody, just like that, I have an update now. We went ahead and we closed another silver trade that went 30 pips in profit. So we went ahead and we took another victory there. So again, things are good. Now we do have to understand again that this journey is indeed not always as rainbows and unicorns as everyone has seen before. We've gone through some very difficult days and we've gone through some very great days. Today is looking to be. We do have more time here for me to make sure that we get into as many opportunities as we can, but we've won some today and we lost some today. That is the nature of the game when it comes to Forex trading. You know, we are going to take wins and losses, and it's just a matter of making sure that no matter what happens, we learn something and we indeed move forward in the right direction. So where is that low point? 86.266. That is not at 86.262, which is my place right there. So we're not going to close this trade out right at this moment. So it all depends on what it wants to do. We are 86.265. Okay. So I'm going to close that trade out for oil. So that's it. So we close that trade out, and now we just go ahead and we wait for the next opportunity with oil. So that's fine. Currently, we are still in silver at this point. We're still currently in LTC USD. So all we really need to do is wait for the next trade opportunity that we get. And as soon as I have an update on that next opportunity for you guys, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody. So we're back. So I just want to keep everybody informed that I was able to close out all the silver trades that we opened today in profit. Each of them did indeed hit 30 pips or more in profit. So very amazing day with silver so far. US oil, I believe I showed off, but we ultimately had to go ahead and we had to close that trade. I did miss that opportunity right there, which is a bummer, but that's okay. We'll look for the next opportunity. Platinum, we already went ahead and we crushed platinum with our trade. And then LTC USD is definitely moving forward, so that is awesome. Other than that, Cardano, we know that we had lost in that trade, so we're waiting for our next opportunity. Gold versus Euro, I don't have anything. UK oil, I do not have anything. And gold versus USD, I do not have anything on that as well. So no worries. We'll go ahead and we will wait for the next opportunity to jump into any one of these pairs. I will be monitoring LTC USD, and when I have an update for you guys, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody. So we're back on US oil yet again. I'm going to go ahead and place a buy trade right there. We do have a buy arrow, a significant uptrend with US oil as well. So that's absolutely perfect. I see that our low point is 87.279. I have 87.27. Oh, what was that? Let's try that again. 87.277, 50 points for us would be at 87.227. So I'm going to rate a line 87.227, 87.227. Can I get an 87.227, which is right there? Okay, perfect. So we are in another buy trade for US oil. Currently, we're waiting on LTC USD as far as an opportunity. So we got that going for us. Everything else, we do not have an opportunity for at the moment. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and monitor US oil. I'm going to monitor LTC USD. And when I have an update for you guys, I will let you know. Okay, so I'm going to place a sell right here. We did take a loss on a US all, but our buy arrow is still there. So we're going to wait for another opportunity to get into US oil. We will need to wait until that. I mean, the candle closes right there. So we'll go ahead and wait for that. Again, LTC, we're just kind of waiting to see what that does. Other than that, platinum, we're still moving in that direction. Silver, we're moving in the direction that we want to. Well, I should say there's no opportunity since we've already done taking our opportunity right there. I'm going to get into a buy trade for US oil right now. Let's see, our low point right here is at 87.199. So I'll put 50 points right here, and that is going to equal 87.144. Can I get an 87 point, I can't speak today, 87.144 right over here. Okay, that is indeed, come on, come on, right there for me. Okay, 87.143. So we're going to go ahead and allow that trade to play out. So with that being said, we're still waiting on LTC, still waiting on US oil. And when I have an update for you guys, I will let you know. Okay, yes, I do have another update. So I'll be getting into another buy trade with US oil. We can see that the buy arrow has moved over to the next minute candle. Our low point right here will be at 87.189. 87.189. So let's do that. Okay, 50 points. That's 87.138. 87.138. Can I get an 87.138? That will be right. Nope. Come on, just a little bit more down. Ace point. There we go. Okay, so I got that going for us. So we have two open buy trades on US oil right now. So we'll go ahead and allow those trades to play out currently. And so we got two trades on US oil, still waiting on a couple of trades for LTC USD to take over. Otherwise, nothing on platinum, nothing on silver, nothing on Cardano, nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on UK oil, and nothing on XA gold as of yet. So I'm going to let these two trades play out. And when I have an update for you guys, I will let you know. Okay, I'm going to take a sell trade because the price right here has gone below one of my line. So I'm going to take a loss on US oil. I'm going to take another sell on that, and we'll just have to wait for our next opportunity. So again, US oil, I know we haven't had we had a couple of initial victories. We haven't had the best luck on it just yet, but again, we are just making sure that we get the right strategy in place so we can go ahead and we can take advantage of that. So no worries. We'll go ahead and we will wait for the next opportunity. LTC, we're still right now monitoring LTC USD. We're still monitoring platinum. We're still monitoring silver. We're still monitoring platinum, no trades. Silver, no trades. Cardano, no trades. Gold versus euro, no trades. UK oil, no trades. And gold versus USD, no trades either. And it looks like we have a new buy arrow that did indeed shape up. So we're going to go ahead and see exactly what that entails for us. And that will be ready within the next 10 seconds if nothing changes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to take a buy trade on US oil right here. Our low point is at 87.207. 87.207. So 50 points is at 87.153, 87.153, 87.153. There we go. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll wait to see how that trade with US oil plays out for that buy right there. Everything else we're still monitoring. We're still waiting to see what LTC USD does for the next 45 minutes. That will be when we are done for the day with trading. Platinum, we are nothing on platinum, nothing on silver, nothing on Cardano, nothing on gold versus euro, nothing on UK oil, or nothing on gold as of yet. So I will be monitoring these trades, and I'll give you an update when I can. All right, everybody, I'm going to take a sell. So I'm going to close out this buy trade right here. So we're done with US oil for at least for right now. We did not get a victory on that either. So that's all right. We'll keep moving forward. We're still working on LTC. Platinum, there's nothing there. Silver, nothing there. Cardano, nothing there. Gold versus euro, nothing there. UK oil, nothing there. Nor is there for gold versus USD. So in this particular case, we're going to go ahead and wait for our next opportunity, at least monitor LTC USD as well. And when I have a further update for everybody, I will let you guys know as we move forward. All right, everybody. It looks like we're about to hit US oil one more time. We're going to drill for, as they like to call oil, that black gold. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to drill again. We got our down arrow right here at 87.369. So we moved that to about 50 points, and that's going to get us to about 87.311. Can I get an 87.311? Can I get an 87.311? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So I'm going to go ahead and stay in this oil trade. We'll see exactly what happens here, but we are definitely getting into a U.S. oil trade. LTC USD, we're still in those trades right there, and we're allowing those trades to play out. Platinum, we still got that going for us. So we have, let me get this out of the way. Silver, we're still, we're no opportunities for silver, no opportunities for Cardano, no opportunities for gold versus euro, no opportunities for gold versus USD. So oil is the only one that we have at the moment. So with that being said, once I have an update for you guys, I will definitely let you know. All right, everybody. So we did go ahead and get another buy arrow for oil. So or I should say the buy arrow did move over to the next candle. So we're going to take another buy trade. The low point right here is 87.358. So we're going to move 50 points down below, and that is going to be 87.299. Can I get an 87.299? Can I get an 87.299? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Right there for me, please. Okay. So now the buy arrow has moved over to the next candle. So we will need to wait these next 20 seconds before we do any activity on that. LTC, we do not have anything for LTC. Again, we have oil right there. Platinum, we're not doing anything. Silver, we're not doing anything. Cardano, we're not doing anything. Gold versus euro, we're not doing anything. UK oil, we're not doing anything. And gold versus USD, we're not doing anything. So really all we have is US oil and platinum to have as far as our opportunities are concerned. Our low point right here is 87.326. So if I move this down 50 points, that is going to be at 87.270, 87.270. Can I get 87.270? I did see that the buy arrow has indeed moved over to next candles, so we will also focus on that, although it has gone ahead and has went through all of my almost all my opportunities right here. We still got two more, so let me place two sell trades right here. Take that out, take that out. So we still have one more opportunity right here, one more trade that we can go ahead and do. So we will go ahead and allow that to play out. Again, our target is at 87. Oh, looks like our candle just ended. So let me place a buy right there. The low point on this guy is 87.281. Did I read that right? 87.281. I did read that right. So let's do that. Just a lot going on with the oil right now. All right, so 87.229, 87.229. Great. And then that low point was what? At 87.269 on the dot. Okay. Well. Okay, now I got a confirmation that I need to get out. So we're done with one trade. So we got one more trade here. We got one more buy arrow that we can go ahead and focus on. So I'm keeping everything sort of organized right here. And we can go ahead and get ourselves into another buy trade. So now we got two US oil buy trades right here. So very exciting, very meticulous as we're what we're working with right now. So the low point was what, 87.262 at 50. Would be about 87.207. 87.207. Can I get an 87.207? 0.07. Okay, so the arrow has just completely disappeared on us, so no need to focus on that. Okay, so we're done with those trades. So US oil is it's doing its thing for sure. So US oil is done for right now. We still got LTC USD that we're going to work with, and of course we've got everything else that we do not have an opportunity for. So we still got about 24 minutes until the until the I'm done trading for the day. So once I have an opportunity for you guys, or if I have an update for you guys on the trade opportunities I'm currently in, I will let you guys know. Okay, everybody. So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to close out some of these LTC trades, especially since we are definitely getting to that time when things need to go ahead and close. I'm just kind of making sure that I don't close anything that I'm not supposed to. So, okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do a sell here and a sell here, and that is going to be it for LTC for the day. Oil, I'm kicking myself that I did not get into that opportunity right there, but that is okay. We'll move forward. Everything else I do not have an opportunity for. UK oil, I'm not seeing anything. Gold versus USD, I'm not seeing anything. So that's going to do it for a lot of these pairs. Now I will just check back in with oil just to see if we have anything remaining. I will give this about the next 3 minutes before I go ahead and I just end my trading for the day. So with that being said, I will go ahead and do that. And if I have an update for you, I'll be right back. All right, everybody. With that being said, I believe we're going to go ahead and we're going to shut down the trading for today. So progress has been made. We've won some trades. We have lost some trades, but that is okay. We are moving forward in the next direction, and we're going to move onwards and forwards to, I believe it will be day 37 tomorrow on Thursday. So with that being said, everybody, I am very much grateful, very much appreciated for each and every one of you that continue to watch these particular videos. And if you do have any questions, feel free to contact me on the following social media channels. I have my Facebook as Jordan Rosario. I have my Instagram as Jordan Rosario 777. And I have my Twitter as WC_Emprosario. So with that being said, everybody, I hope each and every one of you have a absolutely amazing rest of your day so far. And as always, happy trading.